You think you've seen everything, and then this comes in the mail. Today we look at the Blood Moon by Moon Guitars. And I am just out of words. What is up, YouTube? My name is Buddy Blues, and it's Small Business Tuesday on a Wednesday because my schedule has been jumbled up this whole year. Don't complain. Today we go to Williamstown, New Jersey. That's a state in the United States. Not quite New York, but they pretend to be. Okay, stop. And we meet Kyle Wolf. He owns and operates Moon Guitars by himself. One-man operation, small business galore. He is a luthier. He is an incredible luthier. We'll get to all of that in a second. And what I've noticed that he's really good at is that he takes classic shapes, if you will. This isn't a classic shape, let's get real. But we know what this is. He takes classic guitars and he gives it his own twist. And when he does, we end up with this. Kyle says that Steve Ray Vaughan and John Mayer were the inspiration behind this guitar. I can see the John Mayer vibe. The Black 1, BLK-1, I think he calls it, John Mayer. And I can hear the tones in it too. And I can also get some spanky SRV tones out of this thing. Before we get into the specs, I just want you to see the neck. Dude. Like, come on. Keeps wanting to focus on my face, but we'll show you some B-rolls. This guitar looks like if a Strat and a BC Rich had a baby, but in the best ways possible. Because here's what I mean by that. Obviously the shape and the way it looks and all that, cool. But you can get every single Strat sound you want out of this thing, and it sounds marvelous. You heard it at the beginning in a little bit. We're gonna get into that a lot. But also the body is not a Strat, clearly, not a Strat body. Meaning, it's not only not the Strat shape, it's also not the Strat thickness. It's the thickness of a Telecaster or Les Paul, I think. But it's not too thick to where it gets in the way, and it's not too thin to where it's flimsy. I just want to show you one more thing when it comes to the quality of this guitar before I get into the details of it, and then before we deep dive the heck out of playing it. And when we do the playing part, I'm not going to be talking over so that I don't stop every 5 seconds and tell you whatever. It's going to be just playing. Listen to the switch. I'm just going to focus on the switch for now. Cool. Okay? That's not wiggling. Hold on. This is a Fender USA switch. Ready? USA Fender switch. The switch is the guitar isn't. I made the guitar. But that's a Fender USA switch. Back to the other one. Quality. And that's just a switch. Imagine every single corner of this guitar is just of the same quality. Before I go any further, let's do some housekeeping here. I'm not keeping this guitar. This guitar is not mine. This exact guitar is for sale. No money exchanged hands. I was not paid to do this demo. And nothing Kyle told me to say I'm going to this. None of that happened. You know what I mean? This is honest stuff. So the body of the guitar is made of roasted alder, and you can really see how the finish sinks into it. And I love that look rather than it being just a plastic top type of thing. The neck is made of roasted 5A flame maple. So that is the highest grade of flame you can get on this maple neck, and it's roasted, so you know it'll never ever budge. All the moisture's been taken out of it. The neck profile says it's a thin C, but to my hands it didn't really feel thin at all. It feels perfect. 25.5 scale length, fretboard is Pau Ferro, and the radius is 12 inches. The frets, which he did an incredible job on, are stainless steel and jumbo. Nut is bone, mother of pearl inlays, gold hardware, hip shot locking tuners, Genesis DFW pickups. Now the pickups alone are about 500 bucks. You got a master volume, the middle tone is for the neck, and the second tone is kind of like a TBX control on Clapton's Blackie. Guitar has noiseless trem springs on the back and the FR tone claw, so it'll never ever ring. You get that built-in reverb in the guitar that everybody hates. Guitar comes equipped with Grover strap locks, and it weighs around 8 pounds. This is a Strat lover's dream because it combines modern with vintage stuff. You get that vintage Strat tone. We can get all those sounds out of this, and at the same time it looks really damn cool. And it plays so fast, it plays so easy, it's effortless. It never goes out of tune because of how the headstock is. The strings just go straight. It's very resonant, and it's set up to perfection. Let's hear the thing. I'm gonna go through my middle pedal board, my small pedal board actually, and I'll try my best to put the pedals up, but again, the focus is not the pedal, the focus is not the amp. I want you to focus on this, and I really want you to focus on this, which is why I don't want to play with a backing track either, because I want you to hear this on its own in its glory. Silk tone, that pedal board, blah, blah, blah. Let's get to it. Oh. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you have now heard the Blood Moon BLK-1 Black 1 by Moon guitars by Cal Wolf in New Jersey. Man, on paper, if you were to show me this guitar, okay, like I said at the very beginning, this is not a paid review and I will always be honest with you. If you showed me this guitar, I would say, man, that's cool, but I don't think I'd like it. That's completely honest, me being completely honest with you. But then I got it, and then I had an existential crisis. Like, I do not like the pointy guitars. I'm not a heavy metal player, I'm not blah, blah, blah. A lot of people do, I'm sure, and a lot of, obviously, otherwise they won't make them. A lot of people do like them. But I'm old. Like, I mean, I like the old stuff. I like the 50s, 60s stuff. I played that kind of music too. This really changed that perspective for me because sometimes quality is what matters. Sometimes really quality was what matters. And looks that are this damn cool. When I posted a picture of this on my Instagram, I got about 50 people asking, what the hell is this? Are you gonna do a video on it? We wanna hear it. Which is why I'm going to title the video, what the hell is this? Cal makes a lot of other models too. I mean, you could commission him to make a model. I'll show some here. And he really tends to go for the outside of the box stuff. And I really like that about him. He recently made one where he combined an acoustic guitar and an electric guitar. It looks so cool. It looks like an old Camaro SS with a sound hole. So it's always refreshing to see people that are innovating, people that are doing things with their hands these days instead of here we are on our phones. You're probably on the phone right now. Shit, I'm looking at a phone right now. Oh. I mean, it's really cool to see that small businesses are still doing it. They're still doing the thing. He's making these by hand. It's one guy making these by hand, carving these, setting them up, doing the frets. Like, I mean, I don't know, maybe it just blows my mind too much, but there's something to that rather than a factory-made guitar. And I'm not here bashing anybody that starts with the letter F. I'm not. But you're not gonna find anything that starts with the letter F that plays like this, sounds like this, or most certainly looks this cool. It was a pleasure for me to do this video. He's going to be giving 10% off on this exact guitar because someone played it. Me. So when I play a guitar, they go down in value, is what he's trying to tell me, which I understand. I get it. I'm not Mark Knopfler. However, you have a chance to get this incredible machine for 10% off. The price to begin was with under $3,000, so 10% off, you're in business. If this was your first Small Business Tuesday, welcome. If it's not, welcome back. What we do is we look at small businesses in the music industry, mainly guitar, because I can't do anything else in life, and we try to give them a voice because those are the people that really, A, need the voice, B, are actually doing something new and cool and amazing. And it's if you're considering looking at a guitar with 3 single coils, that a cool one of those stuff that I showed you earlier that he makes, maybe give him a call. Follow him certainly on Instagram and stuff like that. See how much this will be with your Buddy Blues plated discount and get yourself one because damn are they worth it. I have been Buddy Blues. You have been the people of the blues. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.